See, one of the very, very hard truths that very often a lot of us don't seem to accept is the fact that sometimes the person who gives you the butterflies in your tummy may not be the person who can actually make your marriage or give you a peaceful marriage. And sometimes the person you are praying will choose you may be the very person God is asking you to have the courage to simply walk away from. This is a hard truth, and not everyone will accept it anyway. Maybe you are dating someone right now and asking the question, Father, is this the right person I should marry? Sometimes you want the priest to choose for you. But let me tell you some very hard truth in this conversation that we are having. Maybe your friends are getting married, your parents are asking questions. Please give us grandchildren. When are you going to marry? Pressure everywhere. And you are beginning to feel the pressure. I am getting older too. I cannot afford to be alone. Maybe I should just settle down. Maybe I should just give birth. Please just calm down. You are not choosing someone simply to date. You are choosing someone with whom you will build a family, raise children, face sickness, survive financial difficulties, grow old, forgive, pray, and journey towards God. So these decisions are deliberate. They should be intentional and not haphazard or rushed into. Before you take any step, it is important that you yourself ask certain questions. Do I love this person? Ask even a deeper question. Can we help each other become the people God is calling us to become? The Catholic Church itself so beautifully describes marriage as a partnership of the whole life, ordered towards the good of the spouses and the procreation and education of children. What that means is that marriage is not just about chemistry, attraction, or beautiful wedding photographs. It is more about the whole life and well-being of the persons involved. So don't only ask, does the person make me happy? Ask, can this person walk with me faithfully when life becomes difficult? And can I do the same for this person? Can I do the same for him or her? And please remember this. Do not choose a partner simply because you are afraid of being alone. That's a wrong route to take. Loneliness can make dangerous relationships look like answered prayers. Sometimes it's not true. Someone lies and says to you, nobody's perfect. Someone controls you and you call it love. Someone repeatedly disrespects you and you say, but I love him, he will change. Someone manipulates or intimidates you and you keep hoping that marriage will change the person. My dear friend, marriage does not magically cure character defects. No. It rather often exposes such defects in character very clearly. So do not marry someone because you hope someone will become better while ignoring who that person is, as you can physically see for yourself. So what do? Look at character before chemistry. How does this person behave when they are angry? How do they treat people who cannot give them anything, those who are poor, who are even below them? Can they apologize? Can they admit I was wrong? Can they say, forgive me? Can they say, yes, I need to be corrected? Can they respect boundary? Can they honor disagreement amicably with humility? Can they keep to their words and their promises? So, you should watch out for how somebody behaves when they are disappointed. That is often where character manifests itself and becomes even more visible. Then you should also ask, what place does God have in this relationship? What is the place of God in this person's life? It is not enough that someone knows how to make the sign of the cross or attends the Holy Mass. So very often, occasionally, does faith actually shape their decision? Do they respect marriage as a vocation? Are they willing to pray with you, journey with you? Can you agree on fundamental questions about marriage, children, fidelity, sexuality, finances, and family? Building together, not building in isolation. You do not need someone who agrees with you about everything, no? You need someone with whom you can build a common life together. And yes, sexual attractions are important, they matter. Attraction is not sinful, but sexual chemistry cannot answer questions that only character, wisdom, time, discernment, and obedience to the will of God can answer. So, do not allow physical intimacy to blind you to warning signs manifested by a person. A person who genuinely loves you will respect your dignity, honor your boundaries, and also your convictions for self-growth and development. So now let us talk about the red flags. Persistent lying, manipulation, violence, intimidation, infidelity, repeatedly addictions, financial exploitations, contempt, serious disrespect for boundaries. These are problems in themselves, and please do not baptize any of them with any form of romantic languages. Yes, forgiveness does not mean remaining in a destructive situation. Walk away if you have to. And Christian compassion does not mean volunteering to become somebody's permanent victim under the same roof. You are the one being punched. Until you die, your corpse will be laid to rest and life will move on. So, also therefore, do not choose a spouse simply because your family had just said it must be this person to tie some political knots or economic benefits. Honor your parents, that's okay, and listen to wise counsel, that's beautiful, but marriage demands mature consent. And so, in Nigeria, expectations abound. People have their own expectations and people have reasons for their choices that they make. But before marriage, have the difficult conversation. Talk about it. How many children do you want and do you intend to have? Say it to yourself and agree on it. Not just to be giving birth to children here and there. No. How will we handle money together? Talk about it. How do you intend to live together? Talk about it. How do you manage responsibilities both of immediate and extended family? What are expectations about fidelity, about how your friends come into your space, and how you manage responsibilities and your faith? See, these conversations are important, and they may not feel romantic, but they can save you years of pain. And here is perhaps the very most important question, which nobody should ignore. Who are you becoming while you are looking for a partner? And who are you becoming while you are even in that marriage? Are you depreciating and becoming a shadow of yourself, or you are evolving and actually becoming better? You want a faithful husband and wife? Are you becoming faithful yourself? You want someone who communicates? Are you communicating yourself? You want someone who prays? Do you pray yourself? You want someone who is emotionally mature? Are you also helping and developing yourself with some emotional maturity and balance? Do you want someone who respects your boundaries? Do you also respect those of others? The question is not only where is the right person, it is also, am I becoming the right person? So it is more about working on yourself to make yourself better, becoming who you want that person you're looking for to be. So if you are discerning a relationship, ask yourself 5 questions. If you are discerning a relationship, ask yourself these 5 questions. Does this person bring me closer to God or consistently pull me away from God? Number 2, do I see the character necessary for a lifelong commitment in this person or not? Number 3, can we communicate honestly, openly, and frankly about tough and difficult realities and things of life? And very importantly, do I feel respected, safe, protected, and free to be very open and truthful? Or do I just get judged and maligned when I do? And finally, if this person never changed from who they are today, will I still willingly choose them for marriage? These questions, they are not romantic, but you know what? They will save you a lot of troubles when the answers are given very frankly. And answer them honestly, not from fantasy, not from, any, issues of just for the sake of love, but answer them to be evidence-based. Because there is no perfect person, there can be no perfect husband, there can be no perfect wife, but There will be situations that will teach us that when we neglect signs and red flags, we pay the price for the neglects. And you must therefore be prepared to become the person you want others to be. So don't just simply pray, Lord, give me the right person. You should rather pray, Lord, give me the wisdom to recognize the right person, the courage also to walk away from the wrong people, those that are harmful to my life and what you have ordained for me to become in life. And even more, pray for the maturity to also become the right person yourself. Because the right relationship will not merely make you feel loved, it should help both of you to learn how to love deeper and deeper. And before you say, I do, make sure that you yourself have looked beyond the butterflies, those things that make you feel so sweet, temporal pleasure, yes, and learn to recognize character, faith, truth, fidelity, sacrifice, and genuine love. I wish you well.